Santianelllo, a major decision loss to top 5 Ryan Crookman from Lehigh yesterday.
Aaron, one of 4 freshmen who are ranked for this Pittsburgh team. This is a young Panthers team, but a very talented Pittsburgh team, which would show.
And now an excellent takedown from Brown, and he gives the Terps at 1:35 this 3-0 lead. He gives himself a 3-0 lead.
You gotta love to see this in only our second bout of the night.
Santianelllo able to get back up on his feet, looking for that escape, and he'll get it. A big point for the Brick, New Jersey native. It's now 3-1. Looking to get back up, looking for a takedown now. Looking for the leg swipe. Put Santianelllo on the ground, but not good enough for that takedown.
Good defense by Santianelllo to watch out for those legs.
And he gets the takedown, kept his feet inside the cylinder, and a big 3 points for Braxton Brown.
Yeah, right when I say that, Santianelllo was like a bend-don't-break approach right there, protecting his legs. Brown finally gets to it, picks up another big 2 points. All of a sudden, he's now up 4. Yeah, Aaron, you can see right here again, it's Brown who just tries to keep going and going. That perseverance is something that Coach Clemson also talked about, and finally goes for those legs right there, and Santianelllo just...
Santianelllo back to his feet, and he gets the escape. Santianelllo won the 126 state title in New Jersey.
It's the perseverance you want to keep seeing from the sophomore. Coming out fast.
A huge mat return from Braxton Brown, and another one! And another one! 3 times the charm for Braxton Brown! In control this entire match.
Yeah, it's a good difference from what we saw in the first match between Capul and Camacho, which it was all Pittsburgh right there. And that's something that we kind of anticipated that this could happen with such a highly favored Pittsburgh team. So for Braxton Brown to come here and do it right now, this is the offense you need to see for Maryland in terms of staying.
He's got to hold on for 10 seconds. Santianelllo now in trouble. And he will not get the 3-point takedown. Braxton Brown takes the crown here at 133. A top 25 victory against Vinnie Santianello. It's now 5-3 Pitt in terms of the team total. Single leg for Camacho, able to turn over Capul. It's another takedown, and it's now 10-0. And Ryan, we're starting to get into talk of a tech fall territory now.
A big first tech fall. As we see it right there, you just see Camacho. The offense is all on his side the whole time, and he does it for the Panthers.
So now Braxton Brown at 133.
You got to think if you're Camacho, you're salivating when you see someone like Capul who doesn't have that experience come in, and a great start so far for the Panthers.
Looking to turn over Capul on the edge of the cylinder. Again, a tech fall, 15-plus points, so we're entering that territory. Still about 90 seconds or 70 seconds to go. Has some back points once again for Camacho. 90 seconds to go now, about 1 minute to go in the second period. It's 14-0. Now looking for the pin. It's the bridge from Capul. Capul able to just sneak his way out of the fall. And that will be it. So it's tech fall for Camacho, and just like that, Pitt puts 5 on the board.
Someone who's really, as Coach Clemson said, wrestling the best on this Maryland team right now, but still has miles they can go to reach their full potential this season.
Cole Matthews, the 2-time ACC champion back in 2022 and 2023. Stout Matthews' legs secured, and now he gets the takedown, looking for some back points. He's got 2!
Another look at it right here, but again, just that offensive spark that we saw Braxton Brown start at 133. It's Cal Miller carrying it over at 141. Just that energy that this Maryland Terps.
For the Terps. The crowd on their feet. Alex Clemson's liking it. That's 4 back points. And a commanding 4-0 lead. So Miller starts on top. Making it to nationals last year as a true freshman was a really big confidence boost for him. And being alive on day 2 increased that confidence further, and it's showing today. Bit of a leap. I don't think it's a leap to say that Miller is just manhandling Matthews right now.
No, and again, we can't underestimate or undersell right now the impressiveness with an opponent like Cole Matthews, someone who's played and wrestled at that national qualifying level.
Matthews gets the escape. 90 seconds of riding time right now for Miller. We'll see if that matters in the end. Cole Matthews coming off a decision win last night against Lehigh. And now we'll start on the top. He allows the escape, and it's back to 6. Can Miller get another takedown? He will! Cal Miller! It's back to a 9-point lead. Matthews looking to respond. Miller puts him right back down on the mat against the 2-time ACC champion in Matthews.
And you mentioned that this would be the best defeat of his career so far if he can hang on.
Matthews gets the escape, but he's got to hurry. He's still down 8. Really 9 if you include that riding time. Now stalling called on Matthews, so after Miller called for stalling, a point added for Matthews, or excuse me, a point added for Matthews, 1 added back for Miller. Now a hard hold for Matthews on that leg of Miller. It's Miller time on a Monday night here in College Park. It's a huge major decision victory.
The highest ranked Pitt Panther goes down via major decision right there. Cal Miller, have your moment here.
And Miller coming off a major decision win at American in his season debut back in early November. And now Miller, Ethen Miller that is, with the takedown. So the momentum transferring from one Miller to the other as we get another look at the highlights from that first period.
Yes, you can see the takedown here from Ethen Miller and where he's just able to use those hands again, physicality. As you said, both Millers getting it done. First points early, Aaron, is what both the brothers were able to do and get some points, but now it's Solomon getting some points of his own.
Now a reversal for Solomon. The escape for Solomon evens this bout at 149 at 1, or at 3, excuse me. Now wrestling Solomon to the ground, rolls over. Both wrestlers still looking for a point here in the second period, and Miller gets it. It's a takedown for Miller. He now gets that 6-3 lead.
That's not an easy task against this Pittsburgh kind of team to win 3 consecutive decisions, including at least 1 major decision, Aaron.
And now Miller with the escape. Solomon knows he needs 3. 3 and then some. Now Miller looking to build his base. Solomon not getting that riding time he's looking for here. That could be the difference in the end. Finn Solomon doesn't look like he's going to do it. It's a double dose of Miller time at 141 and 149. It's a big decision win for the Terps, Ethen Miller. And Ryan, what a start for the Terps. What a rebound after that tech fall at 125.
Yeah, how about 10 unanswered for Maryyland so far? As you said, that tech fall comes from Capul.
Michael North, 2-3 on the season. Went 1-3 with a medical forfeit win versus his teammate Kevin Shork before medically forfeiting himself in the final match of that Tiger-style invite. And Ryan, you mentioned it. It was a big-time victory at 157 last year for North against that SoCon champ out of the Citadel.
Wrestler in his weight class, Aaron. He's going up against Keslar, who is one of only 2 Pittsburgh wrestlers to be unranked.
Now a huge mat return there from North.
So while having the ranking.
Looking for another one, and he rolls Keslar over. Keslar gets back to his feet.
That ranking advantage showing right now, as I'll finish that thought right now, as North keeps throwing down Keslar.
A minute left here in the second period. And Ryan, right now, if you're Michael North, what do you want to see him do on the attack?
I think
as
that's
he looks to go on the attack.
Before I could even say it, he read my mind before I was able to vocalize it right there. How about going low for the legs and showing some of that intensity right there, making it offensive by going low and getting your first points, Aaron.
North gets the takedown, and he takes a huge lead here at 157.
And a lot of great matches so far here today, and maybe one of our closest ones are now happening between Jared Keslar and Michael North.
In a low-scoring affair, who knows how many more we'll see of that.
And in the final minute of the round 2, again, getting these points before that whistle comes, so crucial if you want to get some momentum.
So you saw the points from Keslar, the escape, and the points for North. It's 3-2 North, and now the escape. North looking to drag Keslar to the mat. Right in front of the Pitt bench. And both wrestlers step out of the cylinder. High drama once again here at 157. North looking to hold on, and he does! Michael North with a huge win at 157. And Maryyland continues to march on into the break.
Yeah, Alex Clem's going with an eyebrow raise after that one because I think he's looking up right now, Aaron. And all of a sudden, Maryyland with Michael North pulling off the close decision right there. And this was one in which Pittsburgh certainly will want to get back and use Holden Heller, Aaron.
So it's Gaven Bell at 165 against top 10 Holden Heller, who is undefeated on the season, 4-0, either a decision or potentially major decision or tech fall if you're the Panthers at 165.
Yeah, we were just talking about some of the situations off air in which the Panthers, how can they climb back into this one? They certainly have the bodies and the rankings to do it coming up. As we said, there's 5 more battles to go coming there from Heller. Just something that the Panthers weren't necessarily able to have success with over the first 5 matches. And 4 out of their 5 wrestlers to come are all ranked within the top 20 of their weight class. And the only exception to that is number 21, Luca Augustine, who we're going to see up at 174 next. So it's really about sprinkling in a major decision here. Can you get it done when you're so favored? Holden Heller against the unranked Gaven Bell right here.
Bell certainly holding his own, looking for that single leg shot. Now another 3 points for Pittsburgh's Heller. 6-1 and the lead quickly increasing. Really established himself as that 165 starter for Pitt last year, 16-8, and finished 3rd in the ACC championship. Riding time just under a minute. We'll see if that proves to be a difference in the end. Another 3 points here for the 10th ranked wrestler. Bell with the escape, trying to keep that, as you mentioned, Ryan, to that decision victory instead of the major decision. Especially in a bout like this where they're pretty evenly matched, at least coming in on paper. Every point really makes a difference in terms of the team total.
Yeah, but now after another takedown comes from Heller, plus you have the riding time added back to it, it's still got a whole period to go right now if you're Gaven Bell, but points need to just get onto the board right now for Maryyland.
Riding time at 106 in favor of Heller. And now a warning for Bell, holding the back of Heller's head. And that results in another point for Heller, so it's 14-3. And we're starting to get into that tech fall territory We saw one tech fall today at 125. Now another takedown and 1 point away from a potential tech fall. It's an escape for a bell, but Heller right back on top, and he earns the tech fall.
Yeah, Holden Heller says hold everything right now for this Xfinity Center Pavilion crowd. Maryland having their way. They're up 13-5. All of a sudden, though, with that technical fall, Pittsburgh.
And this should be a highly entertaining matchup here at 174.
Putting some pressure now on the Maryland captain, Solis. So all of a sudden, it's only a 3-point advantage for the Terps.
So Solis just ranked inside that top 25. Augustine inside the top 25 as well. Augustine looking to put some points on the board first, and he does. It's a takedown, and just like that, Augustine nabs a 3-point lead.
Revenge wanting to come after. It was Augustine who lost last year to Solis. And Solis had a kind of down sophomore year, too. A sophomore slump, Coach Alex Clemson called it, really trying to regain that freshman form.
Out of Clovis High School in California, will be the closer for the Terps. We'll see if the match is decided by then as both wrestlers come towards this way. The riding time, 10 seconds and counting in favor of Solis. And now a big escape point for Augustine. Augustine on top. Solis looking for the escape. And he gets it. There's 1 point for the Terps. Riding time only at 1 second in favor of Pitt, so that will not be a factor. Solis vying for that takedown. Now Solis unable to get the takedown. Instead, it's Pitt's Augustine looking for points. He'll get it, and that will seal the deal at 174. A huge win for Luca Augustine and the Pitt Panthers. Well, Ryan, it's not maybe the major decision that Pitt was looking for, but they will get the decision, and we are now all knotted up at 13 as we head into the final 3 bouts of the evening.
Not able to get it done there, and the late takedown comes from Augustine to get revenge for his loss last year to Solis. And now Pittsburgh tying things up now, 13 apiece. Mielnik, again, just getting a fresh start, but then quickly off of it. It's Heller again. I think linking your chops is good. What we're seeing here from Reece.
Heller with the 3 points, now an escape point countered from Mielnik.
Just using the speed of that movement. As he can go from the top and quickly.
A lot of action towards the center of the cylinder. It results in another takedown for Heller. And it's now 6-1.
Brings it down on to Chase Mielnik, who just doesn't seem prepared for this one right now, Aaron. And it's been
so far that success has not translated into this match. He's down 6-2, but certainly a manageable deficit right now if you're Mielnik. He's holding his own against the top 25 opponent in Heller. And right on cue, Heller with a huge 3 points. He's looking for that major decision, but Mielnik adds one back.
Still looking for his first career dual win. 0 for 14 so far is the junior from Downingtown, Pennsylvania. So really just how can you get that win? Maybe something for confidence for Mielnik.
Another escape point for Mielnik right now, trying to keep it to a decision instead of a major. Not just for Mielnik individually, but for the Maryland team as a total. The mat return attempt from Mielnik unsuccessful. Another escape for Heller. Riding time still at 51 seconds in favor of Pitt. Right now, if the score holds, it would be a major decision for Reece Heller. Heller now adding 3 more crucial points, and it's 16-5.
There on Mielnik, and then really just using that riding time too to his advantage.
Mielnik with the shot, and another big takedown for Heller. If he can get one more point, that would be a tech fall. He does have the riding time in his favor, 105 and counting.
Many matches overall when you have these 3 tech falls, but it just comes. You see that great move with the right leg for Reece Heller.
Heller puts him right back down on the mat, and that will lock the door and slam the cage at 184. It's another big win via the tech fall for Pitt and Reece Heller. And Ryan, that is huge for Pitt. 3 wins so far tonight, all by tech fall. And you said it, this should be a good one. A top 20 matchup between Stout and Smith underway here at 197. Smith, one of 2 captains on the side, along with Solis for the Terps. But he's off to a good start, ranked in the top 25. Only a redshirt freshman taking on Smith, the redshirt sophomore. Still scoreless here in the first period, but that changes with an escape from Smith. Smith 2-1 this season with 1 pin. Nabbed the dual victory against American back in early November. Clemson said, I'm really hard on Jaxon Smith, but he takes it really well, and he really just does everything right. And looking to do more right here in the waning moments of the first period. It's a big takedown for Jaxon Smith at the end of the Terps. And the escape for Stout. A huge first point for the Panthers at 197. A decision victory at 197. Jaxon Smith really worked on his offense over the offseason. Tried to, so far this is not an offensive bout. It's only 3-1, but right now it's in the favor of the Terps.
So really, if you can just hold this 2-point lead going into the third period, then maybe I want to see him go a little bit lower. How about Max Stout doing that right when I asked Jaxon Smith to?
Single leg shot from Stout. It's unsuccessful.
Yeah, Jaxon Smith able to have that long career with the Terps because of that extra COVID year of eligibility. And Coach Alex Clemson was telling us, Aaron, about how that kind of is a problem with this year's Maryland team. It's been so hard to develop, and this year he called it the worst time to develop.
And he said that all the sophomores who are ranked in, or all the wrestlers are really ranked in the top 15 or so. That's granted these wrestlers extra eligibility.
Right.
Under a minute to go here at 197. Smith still with the 3-point lead. Right now, Ryan, that big takedown at the end of the first period for Smith is the difference. Can he get one more? A big mat return. And he gets the 3 points. Jaxon Smith.
In his weight class, bring those big takedowns right in front of that old bench. Boom goes Jaxon Smith, putting Max Stout into the mat and giving Maryland a crucial 3 points.
It's a huge decision victory for Jaxon Smith at 197. And it will come down to the final bout of the evening. Well, Ryan, you want to talk about resiliency. Jaxon Smith showed it all bout there, took the early lead, was able to cling on for that 8-2 win.
Now we get the script flipped. The Panthers are on top, but what can Seth Nevills do about it as the closer?
Once again, to close out our night, another top 20 matchup. This time, Dayton Pitzer of Pitt and Seth Nevills of the Terp. Once again, it's Nevills back on top. 25 seconds and counting, a riding time for Nevills. And now a huge 2 points for Pitzer. He's able to get the reversal.
Check out those reversals right there. It'll start coming with Dayton Pitzer right there, putting Nevills right on the ground. But then how about Nevills right after that, going down.
Terps need a win to take the team total and take down top 25 Pittsburgh. Now a big 3 points, or excuse me, a big 2 points for Nevills. He's able to get the reversal. All knotted up with a minute to go in the second period. The big boys going at it. The crowd on its feet. The Terps bench is up. Nevills looking to take that momentum and ride with it.
As you say that riding time starting to add up for Nevills too.
At 30 seconds, and now Pitzer with the escape. He takes the lead back. A big-time bout here for the heavyweights.
Give you a chance to match it myself. Flips it at the last second and puts Pitzer back on his back. I think those are huge points to get.
Pitt looking to hold on. The Terps looking for another ranked win. Now Nevills looking to get to his feet. It's coming down to the final 3 seconds, and he does it. It's Seth Nevills with the huge escape. But it looks like it won't be enough because the riding time is in favor of Pitzer. Pitt able to hold on. It came down to the final few seconds. Nevills got the escape, but Pitzer with the riding time, and the Panthers take this top 25 matchup.